A guy who's unbelievable at doing swimming pools.
That's not the way that the law says contracts should be assigned.
Well, just explain it to him then, because then he'll understand. I'm losing it.
We were one of only 2 contractors that were recommended by Rhino Linings east of the Rocky Mountains.
They don't even seem to do pools. They're a company that repairs highway culverts and pipes and fuel tanks.
Has the owner donated to Trump? I'm just saying.
The J.J. Cafaro Investment Trust, led by John Cafaro, a donor to Trump and a neighbor to Mar-a-Lago, a longtime Republican donor whom Trump has described as a fantastic man, was once involved in a high-profile bribery scandal.
In 2001, Carafa pleaded guilty to conspiracy to bribe Ohio Congressman James Crafigan, one of the most flagrantly and notoriously corrupt congressmen of all time.
He released a separate YouTube video where he told this story. But I talked to my pool guy. He can do it for, $1.8 million in 2 weeks.
Because it had to be done by now. 250, it had to be done. It had to now 16 million.
Just taking longer because there are these defects. You talked about bubbles and pinholes and other things.
Bubbles. Pop.
I've never done a pool, but the water is relatively the same as the water that you would see out in a regular lake somewhere, right?
Is he asking us? That's not the lining guy. That's the water make it clear guy, and he's not.
Algae returned and the paint peeled.
He didn't, and now they're arresting people.
Contractors who did the initial work with the reflecting pool, are they to blame for the current condition, or is it the vandals?
We had vandalism. No, vandalism.
I hate him so bad.
The president says someone used a knife to cut a long gash.
We have 100
What? 100? What? Huh?
have a
This is like the most thought he's put into anything in a long time, so it's
I think 290, 300 foot slit.
290 to 300, but it's just the beginning.
Increased the estimate to 300 feet later, then to 350 feet.
Right through it, probably a box cutter or a knife of some kind.
Demonstrating that high IQ of his.
I was just told by the people over at Parks.
Betty wasn't, but that doesn't matter. He's about to go full mob boss.
They have 5 people are arrested, and 5 people are under investigation right now. 5 people are under investigation.
There will be now.
Well, we had people lifting up the basic, some of the.
Picking up what? Go ahead and finish that thought. Go ahead. Go ahead. Picking up the stuff that's already ripped and floating.
It's not a lot of damage, but
they'll still give this guy 10 years.
Former U.S. Olympic canoeist.
I know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Arrested for allegedly vandalizing the reflecting pool outside the Lincoln Memorial has been indicted by a grand jury.
You would think any reasonable judge would.
By Hearn's own admission, our evidence further shows.
Not the evidence, their evidence. That's horrifying. This is my horrified face.
The National Park Service employees observed Hearn actually forcefully and violently pulling up and removing the bottom liner with both hands.
Every person that committed an act of violence, who tried to get police officers' own guns, who tased them, who wanted them dead, who said gouge their eyes out, who trampled people, who they're all pardoned.
Are you really talking about January 6th?
Some went out and assaulted children. They all, if they would checked their records, that you would have seen that they done that before. But that was too much work for Donald Trump. It was literally too much work. He didn't want to go through each one. So the Justice Department was like, what do you want to do? Each one has these different circumstances and different levels of involvement that day. And he said, just pardon all of them. Now, compare that to what just happened with these people that got arrested in Texas and got 50, 30, 100 years. They were all just lumped together.
We encourage people to come down and enjoy the parks.
Says his mouth, but his eyes are like, don't.
That being said,
don't don't do it. For your own safety, don't do it.
If anybody does come down to the parks, commits any acts of violence,
Like, you know, putting your hands in the water.
Unknown woman they're also looking for.
or commits any other acts such as vandalism,
Or any other acts such as vandalism. What they deem to be vandalism. The whole anti-terrorist Antifa act. There's no Antifa. It's not a thing.
we will hold them accountable.
He's not loving his job in this moment.
You'd agree with me that arresting tourists to vindicate a political narrative, not because of any evidence of a crime, would be a wrong thing to do if that were what happened, correct?
I never watch Senate hearings. Never. They don't answer a question. Just answer a freaking question.
The U.S. Park Police
I don't like his face.
is one of the most extraordinary and historic police departments in the United States.
It's a funny face.
Founded in 1789.
It's weird.
Was there, in fact, a 350-foot gash done by a vandal to the reflecting pool?
The predicate, sir, is that I have no doubt
I can't quite place it.
that the police officers involved in the apprehensions of these individuals, of which I believe there were 5, were doing their duty, were enforcing the law appropriately. And I think that all of us should recognize and believe that vandalism of any kind is an affront to civilized society.
Are you really talking about January 6th? Yes. I'm not.
Was there vandalism? Did someone cut a 350-foot gash in the reflecting pool? And what vandalism did these individuals do? Is it really vandalism to pick a piece of floating peeled paint out of the reflection pool? People have run through the reflecting pool in the past. The president drove through the reflecting pool, apparently.
That's President Donald Trump's motorcade driving through it. He was there to tour the site and see the new color.
Pick the color was called American Flag Blue. And so you can't do better than that.
Sir, I stand by my statement that the U.S. Park Police operated and conducted their business of defending, protecting this city in an appropriate manner.
Was there or was there not a 350-foot gash in the reflecting pool?
Senator, I stand by
one now.
I stand by my statement, sir.
I can see why you don't want to answer the question. You're in a terrible position because the president has made up a 350-foot gash. And unfortunately now police officers are being put in the position of having to make arrests that I suspect are going to fare very badly in court because there's nothing about touching the reflecting pool or picking up a piece of floating, peeling paint that amounts to vandalism as a matter of law.
A piece of the set falling and nearly hitting performers.
Just make sure there's nothing that we missed.
People walking up and down the sidewalk have been 99+% positive.
Purpose doesn't entertain opinion.
It's been an incredible experience.
Then, even though there's no, oh my God.